Today we're going to talk about the Bodhisattva who hears the cries of the world. We all have pains and sufferings. Who do we ask for help? We pray to Guanyin Bodhisattva. The Shrakama Sutra explains how he became Bodhisattva through the sense of hearing. Eons ago, there was a Buddha named Avalokitesvara, which means Guanyin who hears the cries of the world. In front of that Buddha, he made Bodhi resolution. Buddha taught him to enter samadhi through hearing, contemplating, and practice. So all of us, we need to hear, understand the Dharma, to really contemplate on the Dharma and put it into practice in our lives and during meditation. Now let's look at this process of enlightenment. First, he breaks through the 5 aggregates. We are all attached to our form, which is our body, our feelings, pleasure, displeasure, and our perceptions, our thinking mind, mental formation, which is our deep beliefs, and our consciousness, which is our soul. We think this 5 aggregate is me. But Guanyin Bodhisattva, through the practice of hearing contemplation, he was able to step by step peel off the attachments, then transcended the 5 turbidities. Turbidity of time. We are all in a very corrupted, polluted time right now. The turbidity of views, the confused view that selfish existence is the right existence. We also have turbidity of afflictions, greed, anger, and ignorance based on the self. Turbidity of living beings. Living beings have unsatisfactory karmic retributions, and we have the turbidity of lifespan. We all have very short lifetime. This is the pollution and disturbance of the physical existence. But we can break through these 5 turbidities through practicing how to listen. Also, Guanyin Bodhisattva learned how to untie the 6 knots. Each of our 6 sense organs have 6 knots. The hearing organ have the knot of movement, which is hearing sound, stillness without sound, organ, the ear itself, awareness behind the hearing, and the emptiness. When we contemplate on the emptiness, that is also an obstruction binding our sense organ. And lastly, we have to let go of attachment to nirvana in order to break through from all the knots. Lastly, transcend the 3 emptiness. The emptiness of the self, emptiness of the Dharma, the emptiness of emptiness. This is the process that Guanyin Bodhisattva and all Bodhisattvas goes through. Now let's look at the verses in the Shrakama Sutra. I directed my hearing inward and entered the stream of meditation. Right now, we are hearing outwardly. When someone's insulting us or criticizing us, we're upset. Someone's praising us, we're happy. Our emotions are based on the words outside. That means we are not our master. Reverse our hearing inward. That's when we enter the stream of meditation, a deep samadhi. Really understand who we are without being disturbed by the sounds of the world. In any kind of conditions, we will not get angry, we will not get upset, we will have calmness of the mind. In Japan, there was a famous monk. His name was Haikun. He was a very prominent master in the village. There was a rich family. The parents are supporters of Haikun. One day, their beautiful teenage daughter got pregnant. They asked her who was the father. She didn't want to say, and finally she said, "It's Haikun's child." The parents was furious, went to Haikun and said, "How can you have done that?" After the girl gave birth, they gave the kid to Haikun. Haikun didn't deny or say anything. He just said, "Is that so?" Now his reputation is ruined. Everybody started abusing him, but he took care of the child. After a few years, the girl came back with the real father, which is a boy from the fish market, and told her parents the truth. The parents was so embarrassed, they went to Haikun and apologized to him. Haikun, he said, "Is that so?" He's completely transcended himself and be able to stay calm no matter what he hears. I detach the hearing from its objects, making no distinctions between sound and silence. Guanyin Bodhisattva learned to detach the hearing from its objects. Hearing is the subject, what is being heard is the object, making no distinction between sound or silence. This will help us break away from our attachment to our body, the form, from the turbidity of time, from this chaotic world that we're living in right now, and we will break away from movement of sound or stillness of silence. We detach from all duality, so we're getting closer to the emptiness of self. Furthermore, gradually both hearing and its object cease. So now not only do we let go of the object of movement or stillness, sound and silence, we let go of the hearing. The ear and what is being heard both cease to be. This will help us let go of our attachment to our happiness and sorrow. We are in control of our own emotion, no matter what people say about us or what happened to us. So that is breaking away from our feelings, breaking away from attachment to the view of the self, thinking there's a real me, hearing all these things going on in the world, and we untie the knot of the organ, break free from the hearing organ. That way, we reach the emptiness of the self. Like Haikun, their criticism, their condemnation, or their praise, none of them affect him. My awareness of the state and the state itself were empty too. This is another level of emptiness. Now the awareness of letting go of the hearing and its object, we also need to empty it out. That way we will detach from our aggregate of perception, our awareness, transcend the turbidity of our afflictions, anger, and ignorance based on what we heard, and we would untie the knot of awareness. Awareness itself is also a knot. We let it go as well. Now we reach the emptiness of Dharma. Even the Dharma of contemplation, of mindfulness, awareness, we let it go step by step. So it's a more profound, subtle level of letting go. So the more you let go, the more you are enlightened. Even the process of emptying and emptiness itself vanished. The ultimate state of nirvana was present. The process of emptying out awareness and what is being emptied, they both vanish. We need to practice understanding and experience the emptiness of all phenomena, but we cannot be attached to emptiness neither. So that way we can break away from our deep mental formations, and we will break free from the turbidity of living beings. Doesn't matter if we have unsatisfactory karmic retribution of sentient beings in this world, we let it all go and we untie the knot of emptiness. Emptiness itself is still a knot and obstruction in our hearing sense organ. We need to let go. So this is the emptiness of emptiness. Lastly, the ultimate state of nirvana was present. Nirvana itself is also a knot. We say we're trying to reach nirvana, but at the end, you need to let go of what is nirvana. That is without ceasing and rising. That state of mind needs to be let go as well. Break free from our entire alaya consciousness, and you break free from the turbidity of lifespan. Doesn't matter how long you live anymore. You're already enlightened. Your lifespan is not an issue. And you untie the knot of nirvana. That's when we have emptiness of emptiness. At this level, you are now truly an enlightened being. You would be like all the Buddhas above, and you connect with all sentient beings below. So you will have two supernatural abilities. Guanyin Bodhisattva said, "First, I merged with the enlightened mind of all Buddhas, sharing the same power of compassion. Now you have boundless compassion and love for all sentient beings, just like all enlightened Buddhas. Second, I united with all beings in the six realms, remaining attuned to their sorrow and prayers. Now you can be a true Guanyin Bodhisattva. Anybody in the sixth realm, even an ant or a person, anyone's sorrow and sadness, when they call out to you, you'll be able to help them. So learning how to hear inwardly, turn the light inward, and hear our true nature. That's a process of reaching an unshakable state of mind. Diamond Samadhi. Outside environment do not disturb your emotion. You have unshakable wisdom. Not only can you be like Haikun, you feel the sorrow of the pregnant daughter, you feel the sorrow of the parents, you feel the sorrow of everybody around you, and you are able to endure any situation. Guanyin Bodhisattva is actually all of us. We can all become unshakable in our spirit. So only by practicing how to listen, then you can feel the pain of everybody and you will let go of your own emotion. This takes a lot of effort, patience, hearing the Dharma, contemplating on the Dharma, and practicing the Dharma to reach these 5 stages. So that's the class for today. Thank you so much for listening. Best wishes. Amitabha.